Hello, everyone. Today we are going to unbox Todd McFarlane's Total Chaos action figures. We have the Conqueror, that would be this guy right here, and we have Dragon Blade, which would be this guy right here. A battle for the Dark Ages. CQ versus DB, which is Conqueror. You got to be serious. Conqueror versus Dragonblade. Got to be serious and act like Giles, the librarian on Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Very interesting. From McFarlane Toys. It is far in a far off sector of the galaxy. There is a battle of good and evil. This conflict is not fought by armies, but by a handful of warriors. Warriors. You have to be serious. Not joking. Picked from throughout the eras of time, chosen for their distinctive skills. They are then adapted to fight in this war known as Total Chaos. There are ultra action figures like the Conqueror, Thrasher, Gore, Al Simmons, Dragonblade, Thorax, and Hoof. Hoof looks like a rhino. Thorax looks like a weird praying mantis creature. Dragonblade looks like a knight. The Conqueror also looks kind of like a knight. Thrasher looks like a half alien bug humanoid creature. Gore looks like, I would say, a hunchback of some sort. And then, of course, you know who Al Simmons is. He's Spawn. But before he was Spawn. Then there's Series 2, like Brain Drain, which looks like a weird dragon snake creature. Smuggler, which looks like a pirate guy who happens to be wearing some stuff kind of like the people from Stargate wear, the bad guys. Then there's Corn Boy, who does not even look like corn. Maybe he eats a lot of corn. That's why they call him Corn Boy. Who has just like a buffed up human, kind of like Bane from Batman, but with like these giant gun drill things on his arms. And then there's Blitz, which is like a head in a cybernetic bodysuit, maybe, or something. Then there's Quartz, which looks kind of like a giant magma rock creature, which is which looks like Thor's buddy in the Thor movies. That looks like a rock guy, kind of. Then we have Poacher, which I believe Todd McFarlane is trying to have a political statement here with Poacher, because poachers kill elephants for their ivory. So Todd McFarlane made his character Poacher a elephant creature who doesn't show him having, well, he does. He has some kind of human bones, but they're big. So it's like he has human giant bones in his poaching. So I believe Todd McFarlane made a political statement here against poachers. Also available are Spawn action figures. You have some from the movie, like Jessica Priest, Jason 1, Spawn, Al Simmons, the Clown, the Burnt Spawn, Attack Spawn. I can't even read these words sometimes. We got to be serious. Violator and Malagria. They're very small letters. Then they have the Kiss action figures and the Monsters line. There's also the Collectors Club, which, out of curiosity, I just wonder if that Collectors Club is still going on. And there's Spawn.com, which is still... I'm not sure if you go to Spawn.com anymore. I think you go to ToddMcFarlane.com now. But anyways, without further ado, after 6 whole minutes where you still haven't seen the package unboxed yet, where I'm trying hard to be serious, we are going to unbox, unpunch, without trying to damage the packaging too much. Well, we damaged the names, Conqueror and Dragon Blade. There we go. The back's still good. There we go. So, let us examine and review the figures. First up is Dragon Blade. Has basic arm articulation, no hand articulation. Each knee can go on their knees. He has a helmet that he can put on here. Very detailed in the artwork. Looks very pretty artwork. Has loads of weapons. Loads. For example, he has this knife here, which I believe you can put maybe here. You can put the weapons on his personage. Has this shield that you can like put on his arm here. Trying to figure out where it fits best. Doesn't exactly fit on this arm, this side, because of the blade on his arm, so kind of have to put it on this side. But then it's not sticking very good, so you can't put it too close. So there you go. Has an axe handle, which for some reason has a hole in it, like a bullet hole. And all this very detailed scratches. They didn't give us a ding. They didn't give us an axe that's like perfect. This is like an axe that's been used in battle. Then he has a spear, which again has details on of scratch marks, and they're not the same on both sides. Look at just look at that. The scratch marks are different. This one has like bullet marks too. Like he's been blocking bullets with this axe. Very interesting. Then he has another blade that kind of looks like the Cleon blade. Not the bat lift, the other one that they have. Which also has bullet holes and scratches, so it's been used in battle. I believe this blade goes... That blade probably... Trying to figure out where these different weapons go. Maybe I'll cheat and look at the back. Does not show on the back where he is holding his weapons. So I guess you just got to try to figure it out yourself. You would think that he would hold a sword of some sort right there. Maybe he can hold his... And then he has a axe. So we'll put the axe in one hand. Which we'll put the blade in the hand. And fortunately, you can't really hold another weapon in the other hand. It's kind of a little bit sucky that they did that way. But somewhat like that. Now we'll look at the next guy, which was... We will thoroughly look upon the Conqueror now. Conqueror also has a shield, which again has scratch marks in it and bullet blasts. He also has a stick to beat people with, and he has not one but two long spears, which again have these nice little details where they look like where Todd McFarlane tried to make them look like actual, tied with rope onto stick and scratches and whatnot. And them being different sizes proves that people didn't have the technology back in the past to be able to make everything the same size. Look, even the blades on this axe, one side's a little bit longer than the other side, which would be kind of acceptable back in medieval fantasy type settings, because they did not back then have the technology that we have now to make perfect equal, weapons that we do now. So you wouldn't necessarily have perfect weapons. He has this green skull face that's kind of like Red Skull but green. These are kind of just glued onto his cape, so that's not really done very well because it's just glued. These weird dragon demon type skulls that are his armor plates. They're very detailed. Look at those. Very detailed. Kind of unicornish, but also like a saber-tooth tigerish kind of creature, maybe, or some kind of dragon. He also has another skull on his pelvis area, and he has this nice cloth, which will probably tear up eventually the more people play with them. But even under the cloth, after it tears up, there is, as you can see, some armor. So he's still got armor underneath his cloth. Full armor with these different things. He has no way to hold his other weapons, but he can hold his shield. He can hold either one weapon at a time. He is with the axe. And then he has like the club here. Then he has his different giant spears. Looks like something Buffy the Vampire Slayer would be trying to slay. Some kind of demon creature. I suppose theoretically you could try to put some of his backup weapons in the these little entrail rope things that he has lying on his side. That's what I'm going to try to do anyway. So there you go. Have like the axe there. Have like that there. And have like one of his spears here. I guess you could have his other spear like in the back here, hanging onto his ropes. So he would kind of look like that with all his weapons on. Hey, I figured out how to get all his weapons on. Anyway, so then the two characters from the Total Chaos universe from other universes are pitted together and against each other in a battle of good versus evil. I bet this guy's the evil guy and this guy's the good guy, right? And they're pitted against one another as they battle for all ages, for all time, for the Dark Ages in the Total Chaos universe, defending good and defending evil, or aggressive, or the opposite of defending, being aggressive, or offending evil and offending good. Yeah, defending and defense and offense. Anyway, they're gonna fight, and one will rule victorious and triumph, and the other one will lose because it's Dragon Blade versus Conqueror. We got to be serious now. Oh, it's Conqueror versus Dragon Blade, or is it Dragon Blade versus Conqueror? Very interesting how they made another Dragon Blade figure that wasn't part of the 2-pack set. Maybe they made another Conqueror 2-pack figure. Or maybe this is the only way you could get Conqueror in the 2-pack. So Dragon Blade has 2 different figures. This figure and the other figure. The other figure has a cape, though. And some different weapons, looks like. And maybe a different helmet of sorts. Different face, too. I don't think his face is all cut up like this one. Oh, there is another Conqueror. I see it. So there's another. So you can buy these individually, too. And you can get different figures, which they have different uniforms, different armors, different weapons, all that. So I wonder if any of these other Trasher, Thorax, Gore, Al Simmons, Hoof, Poacher, Quartz, Blitz, Cornboy, Smuggler, and Brain Drain, I wonder if any of those had any of these special 2-pack sets too. That would be interesting. Anyway, comment down below each time I accidentally stop being serious in the video. And also, remember that God is good all the time. All the time God is good. Keep on gaming. Like, comment, subscribe, share. And comment down below if you prefer me to be serious, which I know is not the case probably. Or if you like me to be the silly. Or if you just want me to be me and not worry about trying to be silly or serious. And just, go with the flow. Anyway, have a great day. Y'all probably stopped watching by now anyway, as it's 20 minutes almost of the video. Laters.